Alright, here I am in good old Hoosier here. I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. I moved my campsite a little bit out of I was too close to the road, I guess. So I had a warning sticker on my tent when I came back today from the ranger, I guess that's what they call them, law enforcement of the forest. So I had to move my tent some. I'm probably still too close, but my bike, I can't bring my bike into the woods here. I guess it's some kind of regulation or something like that, but I'm going to be leaving tomorrow, so. Yep, and I guess Bedford tomorrow. Bedford, Indiana. Go to hit the Golden Corral. I don't know what to really go. I mean, not sure. Well, I guess I think about it tonight, even pray about it. Well, here's the Alps Mountaineering Links tent here. So this is the northern part of Hoosier. I'm in the northern. This is actually a wilderness area, some kind of Charles C. Deam Wilderness Area. Here's where my tent was before, right here in this spot here. But I guess it was too close to the road, so I came back. There was a warning sticker on my tent, and I got a warning. But told the ranger I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm packing up tomorrow anyway, so he said, "Oh, okay. Guess it's okay today." See, I can't bring my bike in, so I don't like to leave my bike so far away, but people could vandalize it. People steal. Even in the forest, people steal, so. But the good thing is it's going to get dark pretty soon. So I got the cover of darkness tonight. So yeah, it's all right. But I like to change spots sometime too. But I never expected that. You know, any kind of trouble, or I don't want no trouble. It's kind of like camping in churchyards. The same. You know, you don't know if you're going to be bothered by police or law enforcement, or it's the same old garbage. So just checking on my bike here. People do steal, they do. So all I have to do is, since I don't got much, I pretty much packed my trailer up today, so all I have to do is just carry my tent over. Unfortunately, I try to go further back, but it was not good. It was not level to ground, so the ground wasn't level at all. So I did scout back there though, and those pine trees back there. I looked back in those pine trees. They were they were pretty much falling apart, rotting. Yeah, these tall pine trees are kind of, you know. So I just said, I don't want to go back. Maybe the tree will fall on me or something. You know, they look pretty rotted out. So it's a pretty area, but you know, today I ran into the law enforcement. I guess the park ranger, the forest ranger. I guess they're still working. I guess they're not getting paid to work, but they're still working. So okay, so yep, so tomorrow I'll be heading out I was planning on going to Bedford, a town called Bedford, Indiana. So here's my bike here. The bike is here. Here's where I first camped at when I first arrived in the forest here. Right in this spot here. This is the very first place. For 2 days I camped here. 2 days. Oh my, I get my washcloth I put underneath. I took a bath too in the bathroom. Filled my bucket up with water. Yeah, government has all kinds of silly rules. You gotta, some regulations just don't make sense. They're nonsensical. But that's government for you. Government's always contrary to the people. So what's the difference between camping here and camping in a churchyard? You're gonna get bothered either way by the law enforcement. So if you camp in a churchyard, well, you're in trouble. If you camp in a national forest, well, you violated some regulation, I guess. I guess that's how it works. I'm better off just going to the city. You know, I could go down to like just the suburbs of northern Louisville, Kentucky, like Jeffersonville. What is that? New Albany down there. They'd probably be, they're like suburbs, they're across the Ohio River from Louisville, Kentucky. Maybe take a ride down through there. My goal is to really get settled, get a job and work, and then go back to the wife. That's what I really want. And Louisville, Kentucky has an airport, an international airport, so probably be something like going to, oh gee, what was that? Fort Wayne. Here's the tent here. Yeah, I scouted all through back here, but there was a lot of just, it was just not level ground at all. When full of like prickers, like wild rose bushes and, thorny, so wasn't real good for me. But I'd be out here tomorrow, so I'd be in the morning packing up. Getting on the road, back on the road, back on the road I am. Gonna be on the road and yeah, it's going to drop tonight. It's going to go about 35 tonight. Last night was mild. It was like in the 50s. But tonight's going to drop. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 61 but sunny. But come Sunday, it's going to be like what? I think high 40s and nights will be like 25. We're going to get a cold blast, first cold blast of the year. I'm going to close this up here. Close this. Yeah. So I'm just going to decide if I'm still going to ride through the Hoosier. I still got south of a town called Paoli. You're going to have more of the Hoosier National Forest. So how about a drink of milk? I'm in a mood for some milk here. See, I would have to leave anyway tomorrow because my milk is just literally going. Okay, so I'm gonna rest up here. So. I am gonna be.
And I'm happy, especially if it's in an In-N-Out burger.